to the Abbotts auditorium. Actually, as you look around, you'll see this is a gymnasium, 51 weeks of the year, but one week of the year we turn it into a theater. So what you're seeing now is, what is this?
That's your pin that makes you a member of the Covington Royal Academy of Prestidigitation.
You're interrupting our videotape.
Hi, Mom! We're number one!
This is Artie Kidwell. Artie does the sound and lights here. So you'll see if you look up here, Chuck, that this is where the lighting is, and we haven't yet focused it, but we will be doing that today, so it's focused on the stage, and all the lighting for all the acts happens there. The basketball hoop will get raised out of the way, but it gives you a sense of what we're dealing with here. Shall we go backstage? All of the curtains that you see on the stage aren't here the rest of the year, so we hang all of those just for the get-together. Most of them were specially made just for the get-together, and we'll be hanging those this morning. You stand on the stage, some of the greatest acts in magic have worked on this stage and have looked out over this auditorium. If anybody's been here, you know that it gets pretty warm in the auditorium when it's filled with people. What's interesting is once this front curtain closes, none of the air conditioning makes its way backstage. So it is about 20 or 30 degrees warmer up here than it is in the audience. The wings are almost non-existent. So when you see big illusions, you can imagine we have to be pretty creative about hiding them when they're not on stage. On this side of the stage, there's only about 8 feet of space, and over on this side of the stage, there's about 12 feet of space. So it's pretty tight. But we've done lots and lots of big illusions up here. We've had the Blackstone Broadway show here. We've had Brett Daniels' Full Illusion show here, Jeff McBride, some of the really big acts in magic, and somehow we make it work. If you look up, you'll see there's no fly space at all. So if we have scenery to hang, we have to be very creative about how we do that. And in fact, we'll have some scenery tonight for David Seabach's show, and we'll have to figure out how we're going to put that up because there's no actual place to do it. If you come over here, we hang the scenery in a very old-fashioned way, the way they used to do it in tent shows and circuses, with a series of pulleys that attach to these wooden battens that were made in the Abbotts factory. And they're not very fancy, but they work. And then just an old-fashioned manual labor to pull them up and let them down. So that's what happens behind the scenes when the show's going on. This is what we laughingly refer to as our dressing room. This is the band room the rest of the year. This is where the Abbotts marching band has their equipment. And this is where all of the acts prepare their equipment. This is where they set up their props. And this is where they change into their costumes. It's typically about 125 degrees back here when it's warm outside. So it's not a luxurious environment, but this is where it happens. Our sound and lights get set up in front of the stage, down where Artie is standing now, and we'll be putting all that together, and he runs all the sound and lights from down there. I stand right back here in this area, and we communicate with wireless headsets so that my spotlight guys and the lighting guys and everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing and when. And so this is the Abbotts stage. Welcome to it.
Is there a rehearsal?
There is. We typically start the rehearsal after the afternoon event. There's an event in this auditorium almost every day, in fact every day, and so we usually start rehearsal about 4 o'clock, and we rehearse sometimes right up until the point where the doors are opening for the audience to come in. It's not a lot of time to rehearse a show. The good news is everybody on this crew is a performing magician, and so they all know what's needed, what's required, and they work really hard to make it happen.
Livestock and animals, any preparations for those?
No specific preparation. We've had over the years just about every kind of livestock you can imagine. We'll have a tiger tonight, Tara, 475-pound Bengal tiger. We've had ducks, we've had bear, we've had raccoons, we've had monkeys. If you name it, we've probably had it on this stage. Really, the only preparation is to have a mop handy for obvious reasons.
Any special dedications or anything on Wednesdays?
On Wednesday, yes. Bill Watson is doing a Welcome to Colon presentation. That's going to open the evening, so that should be really special. And the other thing I forgot to mention is this stage actually has a name. This is the Bill Smetak stage. Bill was the stage manager here for 25 years. Saw more acts than any of us have ever seen in our lifetime. And ran the stage professionally. This was Sue's dad. And so when he passed away in 2002, we, with Abbotts' complete support, dedicated this stage to Bill. And so this is the Bill Smetak stage, and later on you'll see a plaque over there which tells his story and has his picture.
And Wednesday night, we all wear our shirt.
Special, yeah.
A special shirt.
We are the Bill Smetak stage crew on Wednesday night. The rest of the week, we wear Abbott stage crew shirts, but Wednesday night is when we wear Bill's shirt, because he's, this is his stage, and this is his show every year.
Absolutely.
He helped us to start out the convention by doing that.
He put this team together.
That's right.